Pants auction is set to miss pants. Ready?
When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Washington Huskies. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field.
Entering play call screen.
Washington will kick off as this one gets started. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Michigan Wolverines offense will have the football first. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access, because there's no doubt this guy can run routes, he can catch the football, and he's dangerous after he has the football. So let's see some added wrinkles in what this offense and how they take the next step based on what he did last time.
That's a miss as an OC. He's coming to the sidelines and listen, that's not a great throw. We got to take something off of him. But we also can't miss inside. So it's a tough dynamic when you're throwing that out route. But either way, quarterback, wide receiver, they have to do a better job being on the same page.
Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You can see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's called.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Pressure coming. He felt the heat, trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or two. And how about this guy upholding that linebacker tradition of a Shaq Thompson or Mason Foster?
And you think about those guys that can do a little bit of everything. They can play the run and be physical, but they have the athletic ability to play in coverage. Just versatile defenders.
The Wolverines will punt this one away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. So Washington's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy.
There he goes. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Quick handoff. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs first down, and the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Not much much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Bringing the heat. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Washington sends out the punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. This noise is deafening, trying to keep this offense from being able to operate. Running back searching for a hole. He has the first and still on his feet. Oh, there's an alley to the left. Inside the 30. He's at the touchdown, Michigan. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Snags a quick pass on the left. And just a short, safe pass play to pick up a few.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Hines is way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the toss. Shakes off the defender. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
SS2 trap.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense out?
Breaks into the open on the left. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another first down. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter.
Entering. Cover 4. Temperature. Cover 6. Willing.
So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking for room, it's Harris. We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football. That's okay, you'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
To the air, it's St. Clair. Working that left side now. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
DB's right up on the receivers. Trying play action. Oh, they're after him. Flushed out of the pocket. Open space at the 25.
When QBs are able to do this and just pull it down after he sat back there in the pocket a little bit and go make plays, it's so frustrating for a defense. If I blitz and play man-to-man, nobody's looking at the QB, he can make a big play. If I sit back, He can still scramble, run up, and get a big play. So hard to defend this guy.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver.
Entering formation, error 6-3-3-3, Gotw mud.
And the Huskies, now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll run it from the gun. Powers through the defender. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Coach suggestions.
Yeah, and the defensive line, you know, third and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on third down.
And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this fourth down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
Quick pass on the jet motion. Brings into the open. The 40. At the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in.
Touchdown, Wolverine! Categories. You have 15 options.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Makes the grab. It's Singh. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
2-3-3, Gotw.
Boy, could they use a conversion on third and short from their own 24. To the air. It's St. Clair. Fires to the tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Escapes trouble. Dumps it to the back. Finds his man. It's Singh. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Big play for this offense. They get it to the 32. Washington right back to the line. Looking to throw again. Grabbed in the middle. It's Best. Just keeps picking up the top yards and gets it down to the 26. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. The Huskies can really attack on this second and short. They'll try to get outside. Hard running there. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
El Paso for man.
And the Huskies come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Back in motion, try to clear the picture.
Spread.
Third down play from the gun. Just a short pass to the tight end. The chains will move, and they'll have first and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
one runner.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10.
Pass.
They'll run it. It's Singh. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Entering
the offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. To the air, it's St. Clair. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They run the reverse. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskies.
It took them some time, but finally here at the end of the 1st half, they were finally able to get it right and score a touchdown. You know, I think oftentimes as an offensive coordinator, you're scripting your first 10 plays, things aren't working. You're looking for formations, you're looking for schemes you can run to finally break through, and that last drive might be what this offense needs to finally turn the corner. We'll see in the 2nd half.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stops at the 23. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Using the quick game. They bring him down, but not before he gets a 1st down at the 35. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
Looking downfield on 1st down. He'll pull it down. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. This will likely be the last play of the half. To the air on 1st down. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Seattle for an interesting 1st half than you? And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the 1st half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. With that said, let's send it back to our guys inside Husky Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin.
Entering base model screen.
We're just about ready to start the 2nd half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They got a lot done through the air in the 1st half, and they might need even more production here in the 2nd.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now.
Turning it on! That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line.
Really nice looking pinpoint throw there. And when I think back to Husky QBs, you think about Warren Moon, you think about Mark Brunell, the Heward brothers, what about Jake Browning? All made really good decisions. This guy, he's got a lot of arm talent, but he's also very smart.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Right back to the well. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
Cover 1 Noah.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this...
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies!
Entering play call.
He does a really nice job getting the snap,
categories.
getting the ball to his wide receiver in stride so he continued to run full speed and make all those yards after the catch and get all the way to the end zone.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, we've got a final in a game that just wrapped up here in the SEC. Oregon State went scorched earth in a double-digit win that might have been worse had they not sat the starters there in that fourth quarter. Total destruction by the Beavs in a statement win if there ever was one. Going to be very interesting to see what the fallout from this one is because, as we know, you can't lose games in the SEC like this without some blowback.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Wants to throw. It's Grimes. Gets it out quickly. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Quick pass on the fly motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, we've seen this all night long. The defense closing in on these throws. The windows are constricting so quickly. It's been a tough night at the office for this quarterback, and he gets another one knocked to the ground.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on third? Oh, he's got some space. He's at the touchdown, Michigan. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
Coach suggestions.
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. A man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
And he did make that extra point. No issue with the treacherous footing. And he's going to try to return this one. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
Spread.
The give on the option. He's stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare.
Cover 2 man.
Yeah, and it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. He takes it at the 45. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. With jet sweep pass. And he has a solid game before the defense bottles him up.
Jet QB counter.
Now on 2nd down. Calls his own number. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter.
Y off, piloted. Y outside zone. Y stop, trips Y over.
They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period.
Right.
The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones. They completely had him surrounded.
Quick strike complete.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right? You still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here.
Categories. You have 24 options. Double
The
screen
Wolverines come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Muscling ahead on third and short. Across the 25, he's got room. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
RPO red bubble. RPO inside zone.
And the Wolverines are rolling down the field. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Grabs the screen around all kinds of defenders.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game.
Well, this guy has had a day to remember, putting up outstanding numbers in this one, and he is still piling on in the fourth quarter, breaking off some beautiful runs. This defense has not had an answer for him all game long.
Right.
Wide receiver going in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. He's trying to get it in. Touchdown, Wolverines! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the fourth, and they are going to go to 7-0.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Entering paused screen, you have 13 options. Resume is selected. Entering play call, coach suggestions.
They'll try to tack one more on their score.
You have 15 options.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Fires to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Harris. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
It's pretty amazing at this point of the game. They're still in a position to win. Not everything has gone right for them up to this point, but with a couple minutes left on the clock, if they can get a touchdown here, get a stop, and then get another score, they win. But they've got to start being aggressive and taking shots.
Down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him. And he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Washington wants to go quickly. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Throws to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. After the incompletion on second down, it's third and inches. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. The Huskies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work.
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the first down, and what do they do right away? Right back on the football, ready to...
There he goes! And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Washington!
He doesn't need anything to do. He just makes it happen himself. Hey, I'm going to call a pass. I want to throw the ball down the field. Oh, it's not open? Okay, I'm just going to pull it down, make it happen, take it to the house. What a scramble by the quarterback.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So here comes the Michigan offense. We'll see how aggressive this defense is with just a few minutes to play. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They go to the ground. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. At the 35, he's open. Oh, there's an alley-oop. Touchdown, Michigan! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Huskies have him back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. And they can't make the connection.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you get a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
Unloads to the wideout. This time it's complete. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Spread.
He'll take it himself.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Options, cover 4 quarters is selected.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Going the other way, and he's got room.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Breaks into the open. Inside the 15. Out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
They'll leave it with him. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. At this point in the game, and this crowd knows this is a huge field goal attempt. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, Ole Miss and LSU have battled to the final whistle. Here's a quick breakdown.
Entering play call.
Ole Miss found a way to pick up the W, and a win is a win. But this was not the type of convincing victory they've gotten used to in Oxford. Always interesting to see good SEC teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking to throw at St. Clair. Unloads to the right. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there, forces second down.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure. They're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
Rush is on him. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times. You've turned the football over. Like, continue to play. Find some ways to maybe get a few first downs and make something positive happen.
Washington sends out the punt team. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They're just going to watch that clock tick down to 0, Jesse, as they run it out here.
It's just a matter of formalities now for this offense. Run into victory formation, go take a shower, talk to coach, go see the parents and girlfriend, go to dinner.
So frustrating on the other side of the defense, knowing they can't stop the clock, knowing this ball game's over.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Turning it on! They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46.
Just something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward. Let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job. Nice execution. First down.
Trying to escape and get it himself. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock.
Nice job by the QB. Sit back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
The Wolverines come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking for a man. It's Grimes. Sends it downfield. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. The sudden change on the turnover. Manning was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical.